Hello there, it's only Steve. I'm back in my shed. Today I've got something a little bit different. These are called Pathfindrs, and they're a new tool for social distancing at work. My company use these. We all have to use them, and if we get within 2 meters of each other they start beeping and quacking. And these two aren't at the moment because one of them's broken. This one doesn't work at all. This one is mine and it does. I'll give you an example of what they sound like. These are the different modes. So that third one was just a buzz. So that's the really loud one. So if you work in a really loud industrial place, that's that. And they gradually get quieter until you get to just the vibration, which is handy if you're working in an office. Put it onto the loud one. So now if I bring a working one in, which is 2 meters away at the moment, let me go and fetch it. There we go, and that's what happens now. They'll just keep going off until I move 2 meters away. That's quite a nice one. This one's a bit intermittent. The vibration doesn't work on it, but the sounds do, or some of them do. The really loud quack quack doesn't. One other little feature of them is if you got the two working ones, it's this one. The stop. You marry them together, the stop, which is handy if you work with your partner, because then you can have lunch together without setting off the rest of the canteen. Okay, so this one has sound and no vibration. This one is totally dead. I have charged it. So first up, we'll look at this one with no vibration on it. Okay, so if you're interested in finding out more about them, they're Pathfindr with no E and pathfindr.io. I think they're about 50 quid a piece, so they're quite expensive and they break quite easy. Let's get in here. Okay, so that's why the vibration's not working. And the battery is a 103450 3.7 2000 milliamp hours. So that's stuck in. First thing is just check the battery. 4.1, so the battery's fine. So I just need to find out where this belongs. I guess I'm going to have to solder it back in. I guess this is the proximity sensor. Can't really read that. Test points. This is probably a good time to remind people that I am not qualified in any type of electronic repair, so I don't know what I'm looking at here, except for a blobby mess there. Open the second one, which is not working, but it hasn't got the vibrator motor rattling around inside, so we'll have a look in there and see what's what. The motor goes there. So this is the one that doesn't work, and let's the multimeter again. To DC. I'm getting next to nothing out of that. Getting nothing. I get more from the plastic than I do from the metal. So this battery is dead. Right, so if I plug this in to the charge port, we can see if we're actually drawing any power. Drawing any current, which we're not at all. So if I plug the working one in, any power at all. Okay. So if I plug the good battery into the good board, instantly get a draw of 0.47. So if I plug the, I'm pretty sure it's the board now, if I plug the good board into the bad battery, we get a draw of 0.45. So I'll leave that charging for a while. Some life back into the battery. See if we can figure out what's wrong with this board. Right, I'm going to get my eyeglass on it and have a look around. Well, I've been having a little poke around. I'm wondering if it's this voltage converter here. There doesn't seem to be a lot coming out. I'm going to do a bit more, but what I just noticed is I put a bit of contact cleaner in there just in case, and then put this in. Put some contact cleaner there, joined it up there's a few times, and then notice that this you see the LEDs come on. See? But nowhere near as brightly as that one. So something is getting through, so I'm going to carry on just checking a few voltages, see if anything's getting through to the charge area. So what I'm going to be doing now is popping this to ground, and then I'll be checking everywhere, seeing what comes up here, and then doing exactly the same here and seeing if anything differs. So for example, I'll be starting here. It's a bit dirty, I might clean it up before I start much more. I'll check the pins first. So it's nothing, nothing, nothing. 390 millivolts and 5.15 volts. Then I'll do the same here. We'll be looking for nothing, nothing, nothing. A bit more on the third one there. .8 and 4.9. So there is something different here. That third pin is 300 plus millivolts. On this one it's 0. No, it's 300. Okay, so it's the same. So I'm just going to carry on doing that throughout the board. Okay, I've done quite a bit of probing around. I think I found it quite quickly. Just measuring from ground, just coming out of the USB. Here it's 5.1 onto this leg here of this, I think it's a voltage converter. 5.1, and then coming out onto this 3.6, so that's the good one. On here, coming out of the USB, it's 4.9. It's a little bit lower, but onto there, 4.9, going in. Into the converter, it's 4.9, and then coming out is hardly anything. So I think there's something wrong with this. I'm going to guess you can only really check it out of circuit. Because I don't want to cause any damage. So I'm just checking continuity, and I'll try and keep my head out of the way. I'm going to ground. None of those are ground. And this side, nothing's ground there. Like I say, I don't know what I'm looking for at all. But right now I think that's my best bet, so I'm going to swap them over and see how we go from there. Alright, so we'll take this one first, a little bit of flux. So take this one off, put it over here, take this one and put it straight on. Just heat the board up in general first for a start. Come a bit closer. That almost went badly wrong. It's gone back on, but as that was going on, this fell off. So I've just reheated it and put it back on. Oh, still hot. Hopefully straight enough. Okay, so let's clean the flux off. That should cool it down a bit. The battery on. See if it's charging. Yep. That's going to be fine. So that one fixed. Okay, so I've looked online and I can't find a K07C transistor. At first I was looking for voltage regulator. It seems that it was more likely to be a transistor. I looked for MOSFET. Like I say, I'm an amateur, I don't know electronics. Voltage regulators seem the best bet to me. But yeah, there is no K07C from what I can see. And it's definitely a 0, not a D. I thought it was a KD. No, it's a K0. So, desperate times, I'm going to solder the bad one onto the good board, which is now the bad board because it's got this missing. So I'm just going to reflow here, pop it on and hope for the best. Alright, that's cooled down now. So let's plug it in and see what's coming out. Well, nothing there. But at least we can safely say that is the problem. What do we do? Ground there and coming in, we got 4.9, going out, we got 57 millivolts. Okay. We're going to have a look around, see what I've got in here, see if there's anything else I can do. Okay, with a bit of luck, this one that I've found on a Kindle seems to have the same sort of properties, so I'm going to pop it on. Well, that does kill or cure, I suppose. No, nothing. Oh well, that was worth a shot. Okay, so giving up on that, unless I can find one at a later date. I might be able to get some more broken ones, some that are really broken. See if I can change that one. So let's have a look at this. I think that'll just solder straight back into there. It has broken off, so this should be a little bit longer, I think. And then it just sort of goes through the vias, sits there like that. They will still sink in a little bit. Let's see if I can clear the holes. So it does seem that all three make a connection. And there's a third piece in there as well. think they're just for stability. I think. I've got a little jerry-rigged power supply, a USB power supply. So, I can hold it there like that. Yeah. Okay, so that's all it needs. And then I'll hot glue it on. Okay, so this hole and this middle hole is just for anchoring. There's a broken piece there. Oops, there's a broken piece there in the middle, and then there. So what I'm going to do is stick up there, up there. Could have been a good idea, but it won't. No. Okay. That's not great, but connections are made. And I'll just test that out. So on the solder, yeah. Then I'm going to put some hot glue around the edges. Just going to put a little bit of hot glue here. And a little bit in here. So a little bit. Wow. It was quite hot. Hot glue is hot. So that should now be stuck on there. Quite firmly. They should still be soldered. I might just Stick a little bit more there. Just to make sure. Yeah. Gosh, this stuff. Okay, and that just leaves me to swap this Johnny over again. Back to its original board. Right, I hope my head didn't get in the way too much then. Wow! Just let that cool down again. Quick prayer. There we go. Okay. Marvellous. Now we're going to test it with the battery. Oh dear. Oh, there we go. Okay, it reset it, switched off. Maybe that's off now. Sounded like more like it was on, didn't it? The vibration works. Good. I'll call that working. I think this battery that was absolutely dead has had a bit of a charge now, so we'll see if that works. Yep. So that had absolutely nothing in it, and now it has got something. So I'm going to put that back in. Yeah, keep it with that one. I'll keep studying. I'm going to find the piece that fits in here that takes it from 5 volt to 3.3. Right, so I'll get these back together. Okay, so that's that. That's an introduction to the Pathfindr. They are really good actually, to be fair. as soon as they start going off, you back off from each other. You know that you're social distancing. So please stay safe, and I'll see you next time I'm in my shed. Bye for now.